In a bold move that has shaken the foundations of global geopolitics, Nicolás Maduro has played a mastercard that could redefine the balance of power in the world. Facing devastating sanctions and a hostile international environment, the Venezuelan president has decided to hand over control of Venezuela's vast and rich oil and gas fields to the BRICS countries. This move, which many consider a masterstroke against the United States, not only challenges American hegemony in the energy sector but also promises to change the global energy map irrevocably. But how is it possible that a country on the brink of economic collapse is now in a position to alter the world order? In this video, we will analyze the implications of this bold strategy and how it could mark the beginning of a new era in international politics and economics. Hello to all the community of Finance for All, welcome to another video. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken declared Edmundo Gonzalez, an opposition candidate who clearly favors U.S. interests in Venezuela, as the winner of the presidential elections. In response, Nicolás Maduro has threatened to hand over Venezuela's oil and gas blocks to the BRICS allies if the United States and its associates interfere in the elections, warning that it would be the mistake of their lives. Maduro stated,
Esta gente de allá del norte y sus asociados en el mundo cometen el error de su vida, entonces esos bloques de petróleo y esos bloques de gas que ya estaban firmados pasarán a nuestros aliados de los BRICS. Sencillo, porque Venezuela no la va a detener.
It appears that Maduro has decided to transfer control of Venezuela's vast oil and gas fields to the BRICS. This move not only challenges U.S. influence in controlling oil and the global reserve currency but also redefines the global energy map. With the world's largest proven oil reserves, surpassing even countries like Saudi Arabia and Qatar, this transfer is a significant strategic move. Historically, Venezuela has been one of the world's largest oil producers, and its vast reserves have been of interest to both allies and adversaries. In previous decades, U.S. companies like ExxonMobil and Chevron had a strong presence in exploiting these resources. However, political tensions and economic sanctions imposed by the United States have deteriorated these relationships, leading Caracas to seek new partners on the international stage. Maduro's decision has generated strong reactions from the U.S. administration. Antony Blinken, the U.S. Secretary of State, has expressed support for Maduro's opponents, suggesting that they seek to overthrow the government through a color revolution or even foreign intervention. Blinken has congratulated the Venezuelan opposition, claiming they won the majority of votes in the recent elections, which Maduro has labeled a U.S.-backed trap to justify a coup. This transfer of resources to the BRICS not only affects the United States but also other global players. The European Union, closely monitoring U.S. sanctions, might have to reconsider its stance towards Venezuela. Additionally, neighboring countries like Colombia and Brazil, BRICS members with their own energy interests, could play a crucial role in developing these resources. The National Electoral Council of Venezuela has confirmed Maduro's re-election with 52% of the votes, compared to the 43% obtained by opposition candidate Edmundo Gonzalez Urrutia. However, the opposition claims to have copies of over 80% of the ballots and asserts that Gonzalez won 67% of the votes. Maduro has accused the United States of trying to destabilize the country and thanked Brazil, Colombia, and Mexico for their efforts towards a political agreement. Allegations of electoral fraud are not new in Venezuela. Since Hugo Chavez came to power in 1999, the country has witnessed multiple accusations of electoral manipulation and human rights violations. These allegations have led to deep polarization within Venezuela, with some sectors strongly supporting the socialist government and others demanding democratic reforms. BRICS members, especially China and India, welcome this transfer of energy resources, as it would ensure them stable and diversified oil supplies to meet their growing energy demands. This move not only strengthens BRICS' position in the global energy market but also significantly weakens U.S. influence in Venezuela. China has been a key ally of Venezuela in recent years, providing loans and technical assistance in exchange for oil. India, for its part, is one of the largest importers of Venezuelan crude. Collaboration with these countries provides Venezuela with an economic lifeline and reinforces political alliances with emerging powers. Russia has also played a crucial role in Maduro's strategy. Through Rosneft, one of the world's largest oil companies, Russia has made significant investments in Venezuela's energy industry. This relationship is not only economic but also military, with cooperation agreements including the supply of weapons and military equipment to Caracas. Despite U.S. sanctions, American companies like Chevron maintain a significant presence in Venezuelan oil exploitation. Chevron has investments in several key fields in Venezuela, including offshore areas in the Caribbean Sea, the state of Zulia, and the Orinoco Belt. Transferring these assets to the BRICS would represent a considerable loss for the United States in terms of both production and revenue. Sanctions have severely impacted Venezuela's economy, causing unprecedented hyperinflation and a humanitarian crisis. However, Maduro's government has found ways to circumvent some of these sanctions by selling oil through intermediaries and using cryptocurrencies for international transactions. The alliance with BRICS could provide Venezuela with greater economic stability by diversifying its trade partners and reducing its dependence on the US dollar. Maduro seeks not only to survive politically but also to strike back at Washington. By transferring resources to BRICS, Maduro threatens to cut the United States out of the lucrative Venezuelan oil market, potentially resulting in a loss of up to $15 billion in revenue for the US. Furthermore, Maduro has warned that if destabilizing actions continue, he will transfer all of Venezuela's oil and gas fields to BRICS, which would be a devastating blow to U.S. interests. Maduro's strategy includes modernizing Venezuela's oil industry with the help of foreign technology and capital. BRICS, especially China and Russia, have the technical and financial capacity to revitalize Venezuela's oil fields, many of which have been neglected due to a lack of investment and maintenance. Additionally, Maduro has sought to strengthen relations with other Latin American countries through initiatives like Petrocaribe, which provides subsidized oil to Caribbean and Central American nations. These alliances aim not only to gain political support but also to secure markets for Venezuelan oil. The entry of BRICS into the Venezuelan oil sector would ensure supplies for their energy demands and strengthen their economic and political positions globally. China and India, as major energy consumers, would greatly benefit from this alliance, while the United States would see its influence in the region weakened. This alliance could lead to a reconfiguration of trade routes and investment flows in the energy sector. BRICS countries, with their growing energy demand, would be in a favorable position to negotiate advantageous terms with Venezuela, potentially leading to greater economic integration among these countries and fostering cooperation in other areas such as technology, infrastructure, and defense. Venezuela's potential inclusion in BRICS could significantly impact the country's internal politics. The influx of foreign capital and technology could revitalize the Venezuelan economy, providing Maduro with a more solid support base. However, it could also increase Venezuela's dependence on its new partners, which might have long-term implications for its sovereignty. Nicolás Maduro's strategy to transfer control of Venezuela's oil and gas fields to BRICS represents a significant challenge to U.S. hegemony and could redefine the global energy map. This move not only secures energy supplies for BRICS but also strengthens Venezuela's position on the international stage. As tensions between the United States and Venezuela continue to rise, the alliance with BRICS could be a decisive factor in the future of global energy and geopolitics. This strategic move by Maduro demonstrates his ability to play his cards in a complex global scenario, using Venezuela's vast energy resources as a powerful tool to challenge U.S. hegemony and strengthen his position both nationally and internationally. In a world where energy is a critical resource, Venezuela's ability to manage its vast oil reserves will be crucial for its political and economic future. The alliance with BRICS not only provides an economic lifeline for Venezuela but also redefines global alliances and rivalries in the 21st century.